weirdos. Coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes, like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half, like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Ravens going up against the Cowboys. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
On second down, Cutler. On the screen, Bernard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. To throw, Cutler. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing out.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Giovanni Bernard with now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down, here's Cutler. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Now Cutler looking to throw. Royal making the catch over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. So on fourth down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job to fit. They come out here in the eye. Here's West. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terrence West hit. quarters in the books. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Brandon Coleman. Offense now heading back out onto the field. Now a carry for Bernard. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Giovanni Bernard. His second. This is West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence Williams, his... time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run it with West. Oh, he shifts past him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if it's the game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Crosby puts it through, and we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that...
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Call it a gain of 5. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Cutler to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Going right side, he has Witten. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Palmer. Surveying the field. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And now it's 2nd down. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
Here's Palmer. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now West. And he'll maybe... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Fielded at about the 28. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Jay Cutler now to lead his offense back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now Cutler. He's got time. This caught by Royal. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 13 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Cutler, and this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold. Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now. Nickel look. On third down, Cutler. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught. Eddie Royal. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down. Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it. Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses. It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Eddie Royal is intended target, and it'll bring up third down. They'll run here with Bernard. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. And what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now it's Palmer. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
23 yards on the play. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.